Welcome everybody, it's TractorChute back here for round 2 on this beautiful Wednesday here. Might as well get this baby started off in the upper left hand corner, playing for the red Terran. It's my ham boy, he's the man, SONTHEEVES, playing for Team TractorChute as the red Terran. In the upper right hand corner, we have the man you've seen with the polite intro. It is VBPreina. VBPreina will be playing as the blue Zerg. VB reminds me of Preina Dog Chow. Dog Chow will be playing at the Blue Zerg. I'm just kidding. VBPreina, you will be playing Blue Zerg, and you will already start scouting with that Overlord there. And we have a yo-yo, have fun out of my hand, boy. He is excited today, apparently, here. This actually wasn't played today at all. It was played a little while back, but I'm getting around to it. I also want to give a quick shout out to Baniel and Sage. I do realize I still have one of your 2v2s. It is a very long game, so I have been procrastinating it. But that is either going to go up tonight or tomorrow at the very latest. So I haven't forgot about you. Or you, Mr. Oatmeal Boy Porge. I know you're part of the team here, but I don't have any other replays with you in them. But feel free to send in your team games, guys. Even go to 1v1s. Maybe even play each other. Send those in would be fairly interesting there. But either way, like I say, the team games will probably go up tomorrow or tonight. I'll try and get one team game up. We'll see. There we go. Overlord will scout across the middle there, but the drone says I'm going to do that job too. He's going to come across the map here and might not actually get in. Does look like SONTHEEVES might get a wall off. No, SONTHEEVES does not get a wall off. He heads out for a scout as well there. So drone will flap his way in there, right up that ramp there. SONTHEEVES will continue to build that barracks here. And looks like he is going to, is he attacking that command center? Please don't tell me you're attacking command center. No, he's not attacking the command center. That would be the stupidest thing I've ever seen. But you can see the APM tab. Both these guys are very high league players there, 160 to 115. They're doing a fairly decent job so far. We are getting our hatchery first here. It does look like for VBPreina there, getting a lot of drones up there. And it looks like SONTHEEVES there does get a little bit of scouting, sees it. And you know what happens when SONTHEEVES sees an expansion, the natural, especially out of Zergs? He's going to rush you. Here we go. Here comes the barracks going down there. He's going to put the pressure on right there. Try and force the cancel out of him if he can there. But at the same time, we do have the drone coming. Drone might try to attack the worker that's building it. Would it be that bad of a move? Yes, he is. Yes, he's actually going to come right over there and start attacking here. He's going to, holy Christ. Apparently pulling everybody off the line here. Apparently he really doesn't want that to happen here. Pulls out the ones that can't get the surround on it there. So they should easily be able to get rid of this here and put SONTHEEVES back in his place here. SONTHEEVES will move out of the base here as he has an army of drones follow him here. He comes right back, sticking his tongue out. He's ready to stand around the entrance again there. Maybe stare at him build the hatchery and maybe learn a little bit more about these alien creatures we've come to know and love. Whoa! But at the same time, we do have 2 more SCVs coming across the map here with 1 Marine. Spawning pool is just finishing up, so they will be able to get dogs pretty quick here. And there we go. This is actually interesting. Whoa, he's walling them off. All right, so we're going to get triple bunker. This is a triple bunker rush. He really doesn't like that hatchery. I tell you, ever play SONTHEEVES, do not put anything in your natural as a Zerg because he gets mad. Wowzer, he's going to go out there, and here we go. The train of drones comes out of there right off the line there. Takes every drone he can to get in there. Kills one of the workers. He does have the Marine in the back there. The Marines actually get a lot of kills. They did stand there for 1 second there and do nothing. Has 2 dogs trying to get in there, but now that the bunker's down, it's going to be a lot of trouble. Puts him in the bunker there. He's got him repairing. He's got to get more dogs on that thing there. He's got to get some of those drones out of the way. Drones are going to try and get around the backside. I don't think they can actually get out of there. I think they are walled right off here. There he goes. Puts one of his SCVs into the bunker and gets the second Marine down there. Second Marine's going to go in there. He's going to sit in the bunker. Now he's basically going to be able to kill all this. I don't think he has enough with the repairs here to even do anything. He's really going to be trapped inside of his base at this point in time. This is not going to go over very well for him here. There we are. 2 of them repairing that, and he just can't do it. He's got to figure something out. Got to get his spine core down or something that can help fend this off here. There we go. Spine cores are going up top there. But at the same time, he has lost a lot of drones and a lot of mining time. Taking a look at the kill count here. Actually only lost 4 drones. That's actually very surprising, but has lost 14 units altogether. So that's not good at all there. Now we're going to go to work on the hatchery here. So this will not be good. Is he continuing? Yes, he is going to continue to bring down more Marines here. Is he putting a lot of pressure on early? There he goes up to the top there. Probably going to put a bunker. And yes, he did end up putting a bunker up top there, but the spine cores are slowly finishing here. He will be able to slowly get them in the range there, which will be very helpful. But at the same time, I think he's going to lose his hatchery. I don't think there's any stopping that at all. At the other end here, he is getting all the vision he can, so he's definitely continuing to get on his game here. Command center, a couple command centers. Wowzer, SONTHEEVES with 2 more command centers going down. Is getting the gas down finally, getting all his food out as he was supply block for a very long time there, I did notice. And yes, he is going to go to work on that hatchery there. Spine core is finished, so he's probably going to start moving that out to the end of the creep here. A little bit surprised doesn't have a queen out up top there to try helping this out. There he goes. The queen is in production now. So that queen will definitely be a very big help for him there. There's the 4 Marines. They're basically standing there so they can quickly get up the rapid in the bunker right after finishing off the hatchery here and get away from the Broodlings, I would have to imagine there. And yes, they do. They do run away there. They'll end up knocking all these Broodlings down. The Broodlings will do very minimal damage onto that bunker before exploding. And there we go. We do have 3 spine cars down there. And also has the single gas going down there, but has lost that hatchery. And that's really hurting them big time in this game here. More Marines are coming down here. But with just the 1 bunker there, I don't think it's going to do a whole lot. He's trying to micro. Did end up losing one of those Marines to the spine car there. Spine car slowly getting closer and closer to the edge there. Oh, and he is salvaging that bunker. There we go. All 3 other ones salvaged. He backs out. He's done the damage he needs to do, and now he's getting out of there at this point in time. SONTHEEVES is way up as far as I'm concerned. Look at that money count. He's got $1,000 in the bank and about 100 gas. Doesn't have a lot of gas. That's quite fine. Only has 1 barracks, so he wasn't really doing a ton of macro in the meantime other than the 2 command centers there. So doesn't have a lot to build armies with right now. So that could actually prove to be big trouble for him here. And we are getting a 4 spine car, so apparently he's very, very scared of SONTHEEVES continuing this attack here. But he is going to rebuild that hatchery quite fine. There should have no challenge out of SONTHEEVES, as SONTHEEVES did give up on that and is moving back to base, building the wall off. And we can probably speed this baby up as both these guys look like they're happy back at home. They're going to see who's got the better macro skills. There we go. Wall off is all done there for SONTHEEVES here. Both of them building SCVs that can stand beside the base and say they were here. There you go. They're both going to stand around here. Had everything highlighted. Not entirely sure what he plans on doing there. There they go. They're going to chase down that Overlord there. Very good job by the Marines. They're going to continue to fall him. Should easily be able to kill him. Not too sure if he can get in quite a good enough spot to get out of range there. Don't think he can, but maybe he can. SONTHEEVES could always come around the other side here, and he's going to do exactly that. Command center is going to float over. It's going to land there. So it does have that done there. Does have the Overlord over here for that vision, so he knows when that expansion goes down. So the Overlord, I believe, has gotten the info. Let's see here. VBPreina, you have not. So doesn't realize that the expansion's there. So as far as he knows, his opponent's on 1 base, but now he knows he's on 2, as he does have the Overlord over top of this base here. So he will have that intel at the very least, and that should at least help him out a little bit here. There they go. They're going to end up killing that Overlord there. Won't supply block him, though. He still has a little bit of supply count left there. And he has moved all his spine cars down here. Is Larva injecting like a madman, getting the melee, or the range is what I'm looking for. Is getting the range level 1 combat shield coming down for SONTHEEVES there. And he's also getting the Roach Warren down as well as getting that extractor down too. So he's doing a very decent job. Both these guys fairly even. SONTHEEVES Dove had the 3rd expansion out there, so he will be up by a base, which is not the position you want to be in as a Zerg player. You always want to be up at least 1 hatchery on your opponent. And we're going double, triple, 4. Holy, 4 factories on the map here. This is insane. I'm not entirely sure what he plans on doing. If we're going with a mass siege tank, he does have an armory on it, or going to get into a Thor type build. But everything's got tech labs on it here. Sorry, an armory. He's got tech labs on the factories there. And there we go. We are going to build a bunker down there with the spy depot. He's going to get the mule count up at the at the 3rd base there. He's doing a very good job. Overseer's going to come down, give him a little bit of vision with some speed there. So not a bad idea there. And is also getting the infestation pit. Fairly interesting. Still has that. Not you getting anything out of this evil chamber here. Still doesn't have carapace level 1 either. So fairly interesting out of him so far. The full wall off by SONTHEEVES. So very good job to get himself pretty much macroed right up here, well ahead of his opponent, I would have to imagine here. Yeah. He was at about 15. There's 1,300 to 1,100, 15, 1,600, Wowzer to 1,100. So very big mineral and gas count for SONTHEEVES, doing a really good job so far. There's layer tech or hive technology already. Sorry, layer was already up to see infestation pit. So hive technology is going to come out here. We are going to get the melee attack as well. They're really getting upgrades for melee and range. Not a bad idea at all. Gives them lots of options there. And still finishing up the range level 1 as well there. There's a couple dogs, not entirely sure what he plans on doing with them. Maybe get a little bit more scouting, make sure he knows the exact base count. But they're going to head down the map here, and they look pretty darn cool, so they're going to get right in there, see what kind of damage they can end up doing here. Or if any at all, like I said, they're probably using a more or less forced scouting. And there, maybe we're going into a mass siege tank build. But yeah, he still has the 4 factories, still has the 1 bunker, and an engineering bay. Double engineering bay, cancelled. Fooled ya, he says there. And there, oh, apparently we are double. Unbelievable. 6 factories. I think this is the most factories I've ever seen. There's the 3rd hatch going down for VBPreina there, doing a fairly decent job. Hasn't really done anything as far as units, though, I don't think so. No, just the 2 dogs. But has a changeling on the map here at the same time here. So Oh, Changeling is actually right in SONTHEEVES base. I'm sorry I missed that there. There he is. So he knows the factory count. So he pretty much knows exactly what to expect. He knows there's not going to be a lot of Widow Mines as he only has the one factory with the reactor there. And of course it is building Widow Mines. These two factories are very interesting to see what he chooses to do with them. Are getting a little bit of an SCV transfer. Doing fairly good with the saturation there. Usually about 16 per base is a decent count. And then of course he has 16, and just 7 at the main there. That one is almost mined out. So doing a really good job. We're going to try to chase that Overlord out of there as he doesn't want the Overlord to know what's going on there. But at the same time, he still has that Changeling. The Changeling can see all of these factories that have gone down there. Changeling will explode here. There he goes. Changeling has now died. And we are going to ride ourselves with 9 Marines, 3 tanks, and 3 Widow Mines. So not too bad so far for SONTHEEVES here. And of course those Widow Mines, they are standing around somewhere, I'm fairly sure. But either way, there they are right there. There's the Widow Mines. They're all standing right at the entrance there. So I'd have to imagine they're going to get out and burrow themselves. Maybe give them a little bit of map vision. Still continuing to transfer the SCVs out of there. Basically has itself turtled up. Nobody turtles up better than Terran. There we are. Double gas going down at the 3rd for VBPreina. Is hiding the Overlords in the back because that's where they belong. There you go. He's getting a lot more drones. So definitely droning up like crazy here. Infestation Pit is down. I don't know if he has a hive. Oh, yes, he does. He has the Greater Spire coming down here. So he is going to go with the Bloodlords. Maybe even get into some Corruptors as well. Might not be a bad idea just for protection. And the Viper's coming out as well. Very interesting. Has the Viper on the field too here. So has the Swarm Host as well. 1 Swarm Host. Not entirely sure why the 1. But either way, puts him at the very beginning of the base there. Make sure you can guard that. And there's the map vision that Widow Mines will give you. Some of these does have the Widow Mines spreading out there, and has also put a 4th expansion down here, so very macro heavy. Is going to run right into here. We'll plant that in the mineral line, I'll have to imagine, just to maintain control over top of this hatchery, and hopefully his opponent doesn't see him get burrowed there. So there he goes. He is in there. Has 2 Vipers on the field now. So basically he's got a very range variance in what he has here. Has 2 Vipers, has 1 Swarm Host, has the 2 Dogs, and also has 2 Changelings on the map now. And they're both going to slither their way in. One of them is going to get in this expansion. There you go. There's a Marine wandering around there. SONTHEEVES not seeing it there. He wanders in and out of there very quickly here. And the other one I do believe did end up dying there. Here we go. He's going to come over here as well here. Let's see if SONTHEEVES does pick this up and recognize this at all here. And no, he's going to go up and check to make sure there's no base up there, or not. He's actually going to try and get in the base, but of course there was a wall there, therefore he couldn't get in. He's going to stand at the entrance. To me, that looks a little blatantly obvious, but SONTHEEVES is going to let it ride this time. He's going to say, watch as I build an army to whoop your arse, hopefully here. And we are getting another, is that another command center? Wow, SONTHEEVES really going macro heavy here. Not entirely sure if he's going to use that for a planetary or something to block the fun entrance. This one is going into a planetary, so very good job there. And also, 2 more going down there, so he has a lot of orbitals. So he's got a lot for scans, that's for darn sure. He will definitely do very good in that department. And there we go. Look at that. Did build the Corruptors there. So he is going to get some Corruptors out to support. We are going Thor Hellbat. So very interesting. SONTHEEVES going into a very mech-heavy army. So not a bad move at all here. And we also have 6 Corruptors on the field here. So definitely up in the Corruptor count. But he is, of course, turning some of them into Bloodlords here. So not a bad build so far. It is 72-69 in worker counts. Both these guys very heavy on the workers. Does he get a second? Yes, he does have 2 Swarm Hosts. Not entirely sure why the 2, but fair enough. And there we go. That ends up finishing up there. SONTHEEVES reburrows this guy on the outside there. So he's going to take care of that mineral line there. Make sure nothing gets built at that base here. Or at least until he gets noticed here. Here we go with the drone transfer. This might actually be a little bit of trouble depending on how many get into a line. Here they go. This might not be good. There they go. They're going to start mining. Uh-oh, that's going to clump him up a little bit here. But I think he knows it's there. Does he actually realize that the Widow Mine is there as he is standing on the outside here? I think that he does, because it looks like he is. Oh, he has the overs here and there. That would probably be a very good idea to tell me that he knows it's there. So he's going to wait till the dogs come over here. Might want to walk 1 dog in. Nobody. 1 dog. Oh, every dog but 1 goes down there. That sucked. All right. You got to be more cautious. He's going to try and get out of there. Don't think he can outrun these dogs here. Dog's going to follow him here. Even if he does get out, he's got to get over to the planetary. Oh, he stopped. There you go. So does lose the Widow Mine. That's not the end of the world, though. So don't take your life, SONTHEEVES. It's not the end of the world. There we go. So both these guys riding 4 bases now. Both of them very good macro games so far. They are both going to be up at 200 here. Now, whether or not these Bloodlords have enough to push through this amount of Thors we have at the other end, we do have 7 out there. So they do take up a lot of room. Definitely clumping up at that natural there. But he is getting upgrades there. He is getting the shield and the ground level 2 for both. Ground level 2 for weapon and shield, so doing a decent job on his upgrades so far here. Never did check his Thor upgrades here. Does have 1-1 for his mech army here, so not too shabby so far. They're going to move out now. It is about that time. There has some Vikings on the field as well, so he might be expecting some Bloodlords or even some Corruptors here. So he's going to move out there and at least have some support from the Vikings there. How many Vikings does he have altogether? Just the 2? Yeah, just the 2 Vikings on the field here. So very interesting, but a very armor-heavy type build here. So he does have the Hellbats, and they are just freaking meat shields. And along with those Thors, this could be deadly. But if he gets a good enough Bloodlord count up, it could be in trouble. He is up to 7. Also has 7 Corruptors on the field to hopefully help deal with the Vikings. So it should be very interesting. Might be a very close battle. Has the 5th going up there as well here, so not too bad there. And there they go. Vikings are going to get in first. They're going to basically give him vision of what's up ahead here. So they get out of there. They realize there's nothing up at that expansion. So I'd have to imagine he might go up and try and get a couple shot, maybe like a 2-shot kill with that amount of guys there. Oh no, here we go. It does look like the Corruptors are going to try and move out by themselves. Don't think that was the best move. Think they were trying to chase down the Vikings. But now they see what the army is. So I imagine we're going to see a few of those Corruptors maybe turn into Bloodlords. But at the same time, he wants to keep the Corruptor count up, because if he doesn't do so, those Vikings will be devastating and they will eat through those Bloodlords here. So we do now have 8 Vikings on the field. So that is a lot of Vikings. They're going to get right into the base here. Doesn't really need them right in the base here. He's got to get this army up there. Doesn't want to get him caught out of place here, because the Vikings got to be close. And there they are. Okay, so they're going to come out here. Thor's going to turn around. Vikings are going to try and get in there and do as much damage as they can. Thors do not like Bloodlords. Bloodlords will go to work on you here. He's going to try and kill as many of those Corruptors as he can here. He's got to get rid of those. Once he gets rid of those, then he can go start eating up the army of those Bloodlords here. And he's really doing his best. He's almost got rid of all of them there. Now on the 1 left, but those Bloodlings are just eating apart the Thors here. This is not good at all. Has only lost 1 Thor so far, which is very lucky. And there we go. Now these Vikings are going to let the Bloodlords. Bloodlords do have 1 armor. Nothing for the weapons though. And there they go. Does end up chasing out, gets another kill as they're trying to retreat there. He's got a lot of Hellbats to take care of these Swarm Hosts. Does a scan. Now, can he get in time to kill out the Swarm Host here? He is going to try here. They're going to go at the Swarm Host here. He will end up killing the 1 Swarm Host and the second one, but he builds some more. He's got a lot of Swarm Hosts coming out here. Vikings are trying to go to work on the Bloodlords, but just doing a lot of damage to Bloodlords down on the ground there. And here comes the Swarm Host, and they're going to cause a lot more. So he's got a lot of a exposable army, basically, with all these Locusts and Bloodlords going on here. These Vikings are doing a very good job though. Pretty much cleaned up all these Bloodlords here, as well as the Thors getting some shots off there. We'll end up finishing off the Bloodlords. Only has 1 left, so there we go. Last Bloodlord goes out. Ton more Vikings come down there. He gets the scan off there, needs to get in there and start killing all these Locusts and kill all these Swarm Hosts here, and we will end up doing so. There is getting a massive lead, 182 to 102 on the food count here. And here we go with some Vipers here. Not too sure why he brought them over. Vipers just go down very quickly here. We'll go to work on these Spine Cores here and do a very decent job. Walk through that army like nothing. Needs another scan though, because he will have a lot more Locusts. Has a few more Swarm Hosts left here. There they go. End up killing another unit there. And here we go. Gets the scan down there. That should finish off the rest of these Swarm Hosts here. Vikings end up dropped to the ground here, and he's just going to go to work on the natural. I don't think his opponent has enough. Only has 10 larva count as well, so he can't build up an army in time here. This should pretty much be the end of VBPreina. So I will have to give it to you, SONTHEEVES. My condolences to you, VBPreina. My congrats to you, SONTHEEVES. You went to town. There goes a ton more drone kills here. They're all going to go to work here. They're going to give it their all. They're actually attacking the Thors. So he hasn't given up as of yet here. They're just going to go to town and have themselves an Overlord destroying party. Alrighty, well, I'm not too sure how much longer he's going to stay in this. If he's just going to walk around the map there and annoy SONTHEEVES as much as he can, or if he is actually going to give him the GG and just give him the game there. A lot more Thors come down the map here, and that should pretty much be the end of it here. Even plants a factory at the other end and get tired of walking. Alright, SONTHEEVES, my congrats, my good man. Like I said, my condolences to you, VBPreina. I leave you with this. If you see yellow arrow pointing up, you got the green light to go. Make sure you give yourself one more rub down low. Thanks so much for watching. You be good. Don't hurt nobody. Peace.